This epic location was the first capital of the Persian Empire. The word Pasargad or Pasargade means the residence of the Persians. The story of Cyrus the Great, king of the Achaemenids and founder of Persia, starts off rough. He was ordered to be killed as a baby due to some drama with current rulers, but was whisked away where he was sheltered and raised by a shepherd, only to return to found one of the greatest empires in recorded history. He is remembered as one of the ultimate rulers, who ruled by winning the respect of his people. Foreign writers of antiquity described the early Persians as having no problem adapting to other traditions, and found them to have a love of celebrating birthdays. In Pasargad, Cyrus hired Elamite and Babylonian scholars to study for his team. He allowed the foreigners to all worship their own gods, whether Babylonians, Lydians, or Medians. Cyrus even helped the Jews so much that some look at him as a Messiah. Besides the great prophets, no one in the Old Testament is mentioned more. The Greeks' first biography ever was about Cyrus the Great. Even Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin kept the Cyropedia in their libraries. Cyrus was planning on conquering Egypt in 530 BC, but died a warrior king's death. No one really knows how, though. A lot of these legendary tales are ubiquitous in the ancient world, so I take every story with a grain of salt. When Alexander made it to Pasargad, he was supposedly horrified at how the tomb was treated. The damage was most likely due to chaos from Alexander's invasion of Persia. He ordered to restore it, and this was 6 years after he burned Persepolis. This guy was nuts. After Alexander, much later, when the Arabs were invading Iran, the locals had to convince them not to destroy the tomb of Cyrus, claiming it was built for King Solomon's mother. It is mentioned in the Quran, and some people even call it the tomb of the mother of Solomon. His tomb is in an amazingly perfect place in Iran, positioned so he may look eternally at the setting sun. Zindan, also known as the prison of Pasargad. This is the same design of the cube of Zoroaster, but this one was built first. People think this could have been a fire temple, which was a place of worship for Zoroastrian tradition. The best contradictory information about that theory is that the cube of Zoroaster at the Valley of the Kings has no chimney function and probably not even proper ventilation for a flame. The fortress, or citadel, of Pasargad is up on what is known as Throne Hill. It is said to have been in a similar but older fashion of the Acropolis in Greece. It only takes a minute to hike up to the top and is totally worth it. Looking over the valley from the citadel of Pasargad, you see an all-encompassing view of the first site of the Persian Empire. Just awesome.